With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Straight ahead, it's a rematch from last year's AFC wildcard game, as it'll be the Cincinnati Bengals taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And we will not have a return here to start. Thanks to the new rule, the fair catch will bring this out to the 25-yard line.
On 2. 11 MT tape. 11.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. Shreds him with a stiff arm. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That's a gain of 13 and a very solid opening play for this offense. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
Oh, I like that play call there. After a run for good yards, you get a defense thinking they'll go back to the well. So that's a great time to call play action and give your receivers a little extra edge. And they complete the pass there for another first down.
And down to the 41. You look at this Baltimore defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass, right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on and reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
And he's going to be down close to a first down at the Ravens 34. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
11 mighty. 11 mighty.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down.
First down, Bengals.
Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And they're going to get him. He's sagged back around the 28. Justin Matabike racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
A 45-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And the Bengals are on the board first here. It's 3-0. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points.
Their own 26-yard line.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 26. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
That's good for Baltimore. First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They come off a victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround here for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
11. Stop.
They go play action with Burrow. He's got his target. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First time that they've called his number tonight, and it gets him a first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
This defense not fooled one bit on that touch pass.
And this has become one of those kind of in vogue plays, kind of like the shuffle pass was a few years ago. This one never got off the ground, but you understand why a lot of teams are running it. These wide receivers, a lot of them, they run like running backs with the ball in their hands.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. You look at this Baltimore defense. They've been pretty solid against the pass. Toward the middle of the pack, number 14 in the NFL.
I think if you talk to their head coach, you'll get a nice answer about how much he likes his team and what they're doing. But at the end of it, he would admit there's definitely room to improve.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 30. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
Here we go.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Burrow going to get this into the hands of Mixon, his running back. And down inside the 15 he goes. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
I'm fine, ready?
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
12. Stop.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14.
12. 11. Stop.
Burrow looking to pass. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's a hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
A 34-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good, and they'll get it back within a point at 7-6. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the second quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hole. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they come into this one off the loss over the weekend. But you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now it's Jackson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jackson. They're looking for Judy, but it's intercepted. Daxton Hill picks it off. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down.
12, 12, 12.
Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Burrow will throw. That's complete right around the 8. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. They'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Evan McPherson on for the field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
McPherson's kick is good. And they jump back in front here. It's 9-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The Ravens at 7-3 now on the year. Now, they were losers last time out, trying to turn things around here in this one.
And it always helps to have a home crowd behind you.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Battle. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique.
And Burrow going to be hit and taken down. They got him. Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Now Burrow. Oh, and that is incomplete.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
11.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, on is Brad Robbins to punt for the Bengals. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. 31 yards on the punt there. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And they're knocking on the door now. As a good run there, going to take this to about the 10-yard line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Right back to Dobbins on first. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead is up to 5. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. No run back here for Jones, a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Here we go.
And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
On 2. 11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tape. 11 MT. Stop.
Now Burrow on first down. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The first down pass. Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Hey.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Second down and 6 now. To throw is Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Bengals are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
Here we go.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Down the sideline he goes. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want us to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
DJ Reader brought him down.
Hey, Ozzie,
No gain on the play. It's third down and 6.
On third down, Jackson. That is caught. He's across midfield and finally brought down at the 43. That gain on third down, good for 28.
Baltimore, first down. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a first and 10 at the 43. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in week 2, and it was the Ravens getting the road victory in that one, so now they'll look to finish off the season sweep here in Baltimore. Here's second and 5 now from the 37. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
13 yards on the play. That's good for Baltimore. First down.
He's going to try and do this himself. And he probably should have given that one off as he's going to get hit and taken down behind the line.
Tackled back at the 28-yard line.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. He finds Bateman over the middle. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Well, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Hey, middle.
Now it's Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
Bengals 9. Justin Tucker to kick off for Baltimore.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will come out to the 25 as Jones elects for the touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. Well, the opposition laid down the challenge and opening drive touchdown here to start the second half. And, Charles, now you feel like this group needs to get an answer because this all of a sudden is a two-score game.
Yeah, you're right about that. What was a small, manageable spread to overcome? A little bit more daunting now. I think you're exactly right. Pressure is on because you don't want them getting the ball back with a chance to really extend this lead out.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down.
11.
Now it's Burrow. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Jadeveon Clowney. That's now back-to-back sacks, and it brings up fourth down. So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Here's Hill on the return. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 41-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it, and they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. A little careless with the football, and he also had a fumble loss last week, didn't he?
He certainly did, and when I'm watching him play, the one thing that comes to mind is always remember, traffic, turbulence, people around you, 2 hands. Get 2 hands on the ball. Grip it tight. I know it looks cool to have it in one.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
11 MT.
And they go play action now. Burrow. Being chased out left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to be a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. Burrow's throw complete there to Smith. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
1st and goal at the 6-yard line.
They'll give it to Mixon. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Another try for Mixon. And he will take it on in. for a Bengals touchdown. Joe Mixon His 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Bengals have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Evan McPherson now for the PAT. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Makes the score Ravens 21, Bengals 16. Evan McPherson to kick off.
After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That mantra has to come to the front. They've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll pick up about 3 there, up to the 43.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 2.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's got a 1st down as he's up to the 48. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves to James. It carries like that. That's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
146 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their 1st time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's 2nd down. And now a timeout taken here defensively with 2:07 remaining. So they'll also have the stop coming up at the 2-minute warning. This is 2nd and 8. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he'll go down at the 28. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Jackson, options out left. A little do-it-yourself run right there, and a nice gain.
And I like that he knew that that was about all he was going to get. So he did a nice job of protecting himself, took care of the football, took what the defense gave him. If they continue to allow him to do that, they'll find their way taking what they can all the way to the end zone.
Now 2nd and 5. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Try to take this home. They'll run. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. That last play, though, not indicative of the night he's had running the football.
No, you're exactly right about that, because all through this evening, it's been their night, hasn't it? One play here, they get it against them. I wouldn't worry about that very much at all. Just continue to do what they've been doing.
Tucker's kick is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Now, from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Here we go.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
Here we go. Stop.
Burrow. Pass complete to Higgins. And he'll have a quick first down on a nice hook up there as he'll get out of bounds to stop the clock as well. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
That's caught at the 25. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down.
11 mighty. 11 mighty. 11 MT tank. 11 MT tank. Stop.
Here's Burrow. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Cam Smith. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Intercepted. The Ravens take over 1st and 10.
Down to Inigo's